Hey, what's up guys? Chris here with Garage Gym Warrior, and this is your workout of the day. Now before we get started, make sure you subscribe to this channel so you don't miss any of these daily workouts. All right guys, today's workout is going to be a 20-minute workout. You're only going to need one dumbbell for this, and it's going to be broken up into 3 6-minute AMRAPs with a 1-minute rest in between. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go over all the movements in this workout so you know proper form and technique, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to queue up the full follow-along workout so you can get started right away. However, if you want to skip over all of the instruction, you can go ahead down in the description. I've linked up the part of the video where the full workout starts, so you can go ahead and click on that and skip right ahead and start this workout right now with that full follow-along workout. All right guys, let's go over all the movements in this workout. As I said, it's a 6-minute AMRAP, and an AMRAP is as many rounds or as many reps as possible within this 6 minutes. So we're going to set a clock for 6 minutes, and we're going to repeat a series of 3 different movements for that 6 minutes. Then we're going to rest for 1 minute. We're going to repeat it again for 6 minutes, rest for 1 more minute, and do a final 3rd round of that 6-minute AMRAP. It starts off with 20 alternating dumbbell snatches. So I'm going to head back here. I'm going to grab a single dumbbell. I think I said we only need 1 dumbbell for this entire workout today, and it's going to be for these dumbbell snatches. So a dumbbell snatch is basically you're taking the dumbbell from the ground position and you're bringing it all the way up overhead. And we're going to alternate these today, so we're just going to go right, left for a total of 20 reps. Now, a lot of different movements and form and technique here on these dumbbell snatches. So basically, I'll just do one really quickly, and then I'll go over all the movements. So dumbbells on the ground, we're going to snatch it up, and then I would rotate to the left hand and snatch it up. So basically what's happening here is the dumbbell's down on the ground between my feet. I'm in a nice squat stance, so my feet are a little bit wider than hip width apart. Toes are pointed out slightly. From this position, what I'm going to initiate here is by bending at the knees. Knees are going to track out over those toes. We don't want them caving inwards. From here, we're going to sit back into a squat position, loading up those glutes and those hamstrings. We're going to come down with our right hand, making sure our head and neck are in neutral spine here, still kind of looking up, chest is up as much as you can. Go ahead and grab this dumbbell. From here, now from this position, our arm is completely straight. We are then going to press through the ground. Use the power and the strength of your lower body to initiate this first movement. So you're going to press through the ground, and you're going to stand all the way up, opening up those hips at the top. Your arm is still straight at this point. We're not pulling this dumbbell off of the ground until we get to full extension. And what that means is even once you are fully upright here and your hips are opened up, your arm is straight, you are still not at full extension. I want you to get up on your toes at this point. Then I want you to shrug your shoulder. Now you're at full extension. This is when, and only when, you start to pull that dumbbell at that point. Because typically you're going to use a pretty heavy dumbbell on these, and you're not going to be able to just pull it with your arm very easily. So you want to use the power and the strength of your lower body. Once you're at this full extension, then you start to pull it. And now as you start to pull it, now you're going to go drop down into a bit of a mini squat to then get underneath it again and then press it fully upright. And then you're going to switch off to the left hand. So it looks like this. Feet a little bit wider than hip width apart here, hinging at the hips, knees tracking out over those toes, head and neck in neutral spine, kind of looking straight ahead here, going down, grabbing this dumbbell from here. I'm going to press through, explode off the ground, through the floor, snatch it up, get underneath it, and then stand it fully upright. Then we're going to come back down, left hand, same thing as before, snatch it up, get underneath it, all the way up, back down, snatch it up on the right, and then back down. And you're going to alternate for a total of 20 of these dumbbell snatches. Now you notice I'm keeping this dumbbell close to my body the entire time. We're not going to go ahead and swing it out like a kettlebell. So keep it close to your body the entire time. You'll also notice I switched right here around in front of my face. You can do that. Makes it a lot quicker to cycle through those 20, or if you don't feel comfortable doing that, come down, set it on the ground, and switch here. But as you get more comfortable with it, you'll start switching as you're coming down. All right guys, so you're gonna do 20 of those alternating dumbbell snatches. Then we're just gonna go into 15 body weight squats. Make sure your dumbbell's out of the way. Just like the snatches, feet should be a little bit wider than hip width apart, so a nice squat stance here, guys. And chest up the entire time here. You're gonna start to bend to those knees. Knees are tracking out over those toes, not caving in. Sit back in the squat, all the way down below knee level. Chest is still up. Weight is back in my heels. Press through the floor, opening up those hips at the top. All the way down, all the way up. A set of 15 of these just body weight squats. Then after you've done 15 of those, we are going into 7 burpees. So a burpee, I'll do it in slow motion here. You're gonna bend at the knees, you're gonna go down the ground, you're gonna press your hands on the ground, you're gonna kick back into a plank position. From this plank position, you're gonna go into a push-up by keeping your elbows in close to your sides. Once the chest touches the ground, you're gonna press out of that. Then you're gonna bring your feet in, sit back, and you're gonna jump up and touch your hands above your head. So down, plank, push-up, press, feet in, jump. Down, plank, push-up, press. 7 of these burpees. Now, a little bit of a technique, a little bit of trick on these burpees to kind of help you maintain some of your energy is when you go into that plank position, try to bring your feet as wide as you possibly can when you bring them back up. So for example, if I was to go into a burpee position and then bring my feet all the way in here, now I've got to kind of come from this position all the way up to touch my hands. There's a lot of, I'm really close to the ground. Now, if I go into a burpee, go out, and then what I do is I press and come up, and if I bring my feet wide to the size of my hands, I'm already pretty far off the ground at this point, and now I don't have to jump as high, I just have to jump a little bit just to get my feet off the ground, as opposed to coming from this position and then having to extend the full length of my body and then jump up. I'm coming from this position and I just jump up a little bit here. So you see how I can cycle through these a lot faster than I would if my feet were together. So just widen up your stance, you'll be able to cycle through those a lot quicker. All right guys, you're gonna do 7 of those burpees. Those are the only 3 movements in this workout. Now you're gonna go back up to the top, another set of the 20 alternating dumbbell snatch, 15 squats, 7 burpees. And you're just gonna repeat that for a total of 6 minutes. After the 6 minutes is up, you get 1 minute of rest. After the 1 minute of rest is up, you're gonna do another 6-minute AMRAP of those movements, a final minute of rest, and then a final 6-minute AMRAP of all of those movements. All right guys, that is the workout. Hope you enjoyed this workout. As always, in the comment section down below, let me know what else you wanna see. I'll do my best to bring it to you. And as always, make sure you subscribe to this channel. So now I'm gonna go ahead and queue up this full follow-on workout so you can get started right now. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow in the garage.